Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's honestly been forever since I filmed. It's only been about a week or 2 weeks, but honestly for YouTube I feel like that's a really long time. I actually went back home. If you didn't know, I'm from El Paso and I'm currently in San Antonio going to school. So I went back home and I wanted to film for you all, but honestly when I was there and when I was filming I just felt really forced and I don't know, I just wasn't like happy doing it. So I really just wanted to use that time being back home to be with my family and my friends and just relax, especially because I just started summer school. So I was like, let me relax a little, let me just chill out because it's going to be pretty crazy. And it has. I'm still trying to get my schedule all worked out and have time for filming, school, work, gym. But the most exciting part about this video is this bad boy. I had to wait 20 minutes in a virtual line just to get this, and I got it right before I went back home. So I was super excited. This was the only thing that I took with me back home, so I already know what this palette is like, at least for the shades that I've used. I want to do kind of like a review tutorial on this palette for this video. I'm not going to do swatches or any of that because there's like a billion and one videos already on this palette, but I just want to give you guys like my thoughts and opinions on it. I'm going to be making a kind of a lot of looks using this palette because, I mean, come on. Let me just show you guys. This palette is just colors on colors, you know. You could just do whatever you want with this. So I kind of wanted to just wing it. I know what I'm going for, but I don't know. Whenever I do this, I always end up changing my mind as I'm going. So to talk a little bit about this palette first, I do like the shade range for sure. I feel like there's a lot of different colors in this palette. The only thing that I have to say is a lot of the like transition lighter shades, they're really warm. And I know she said that this is like her, this is what she likes, and I know she's all about warm colors, but if you're making a palette for everybody, I feel like one cool toned like transition shade color wouldn't hurt. All these browns and transition shades, they're more warmer, so I don't know, I guess it kind of limits you to doing like more warm looks, which I'm not mad about, but like I said, it wouldn't have hurt. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this. I'm actually gonna start with my face though, because I already know that this palette doesn't give me any fallout, so I just like want to get my base out of the way. First, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm in the shade 203 Nude Beige, and I'm just gonna use this with my Morphe sponge. I'm just gonna like apply some of this all over the face and under here, just like that, and then we'll take the sponge and just dab it out. Now for concealer, I'm going to go in first with the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, and I'm using the shade Medium Light. And then I'm also going to go over top of that with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light Neutral. I just do this because the Urban Decay one is like a lot darker, so I kind of use this to cancel out my dark circles. And then the Tarte Shape Tape is brighter, so I use that to brighten my under eye. But I also don't like it too bright, so this kind of just gives me like a good balance. I'm also going to blend the concealer on top of my eyelid to prime it. To set my under eye and my entire face, I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, I guess it's called. I don't know. And then I just, since it comes in this bottle, which is kind of inconvenient, I just dip it in this little random tray that I had that was from like another translucent powder. Go ahead and dip it in like that and set it. I'm not really like gonna bake. I just like to like apply the, sorry I say like a lot, I'm gonna try to stop. I really am, but I just apply it, and then as I'm applying the powder all over the rest of my face, I'll wipe it off. So it's like a 5-second bake, I guess. And then I'm going to use the Real Techniques powder brush to set the rest of my face. I just dip it in the powder like this and just like tap it off, well, air it off, and then I apply that everywhere so that it could get a nice light even coverage of that powder. I'm also going to take the Real Techniques brush, the contour brush, it just looks like this, and some of that powder just to set my eyelids, and I like to blend out the creases first before I set it, because if you set it without blending out the creases, you're just going to be setting the crease and it's going to stay like that, and we don't want that. So I'll just like this. After that, I'll go ahead and wipe off everything else. So now that we have that all nice and set, I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my skin now. I'm going to be using this Morphe brush. I actually got this brush in a set from Morphe, so I'll go ahead and link the set down below. They don't sell these brushes separately, but honestly, all these brushes in this set are really good. I'll link down everything that I use in this video down below, so just check out the description box. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I know when I bought it, there was like two different ones. I think there was like a light one and a dark one, and I'm like 100% sure this is the light one. It just doesn't say light on here, but I know it is light. I'm really gonna bronze up my skin because I like really bronzy skin in the summer. I'm gonna be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Medium Brown. This is kind of hard to do on camera, so I think I'm just gonna like fast forward this part. I'm gonna start off with this shade. I don't even know. This one right here. I'm just gonna use that as a transition shade and just blend it on out. I feel like I make weird faces when I do my like eyeshadow. I'm going with this next shade right over here, and I'm gonna put this more precisely into the crease. Not too precise. It's okay if it's not as sharp or anything like that. We're gonna put a shimmery color all over the lid, so it'll cover that up anyways. I'm just gonna keep like building up the color until I like it. I'm also gonna go back in with that first brush with no additional product and just blend the colors together. If you want to get a really good blend, I feel like that's the trick, is just going back in with your same brushes and going back in with the previous colors and just making sure that everything is like blended together. I'm gonna go in with this color right over here. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that color, and since this is darker, I want to gradually build it up. I'm gonna slightly work it into the crease, and then I'll keep building it up until I get the desired color. So I like to kind of like lift my eye. Can you see that? Lift my eye up like that because I do have hooded lids, so I need to like raise them up so I can get into the crease. When I'm doing more precise blending, I like to hold the brush a lot closer because it gives me more stability. When I'm doing something like the transition shade, I'll hold it like a lot, not that far, but like farther, so that I could just like wiggle my hand and wiggle the brush a lot freelier. Is that a word? Freelier? Freer. I am gonna go in with this shade right over here, magenta-y cranberry shade. I'm gonna take that on my finger and just apply it to the outer corner of my eye. Next, I'm gonna take this color right over here on my finger again and apply that to the center part of my eyelid. So I don't know if you could see that, but I'm going from like a dark to medium to light color. I want this to be like a gradient effect. And then I like to just like dab right over the middle where those two colors meet, just to kind of blend out the colors and make them like blend into each other. I'm gonna go in with this color right over here. I'm just applying that on the inner corner. I feel like those two shades are like way too similar. I wanted something a lot brighter, So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here, right over top of that one. I just wanted something a little bit more cranberry, so I'm going to go in with this shade right over here, and then just really tap that off and carefully just work that into the crease. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm just going to take that to highlight the inner corners and the brow bone. And I'm also going to bring that highlight color up a little bit into that pinky shade. This color is really, really intense if you're not careful, so when you're highlighting the brow bone, you just want to really lightly tap the brush over your brow bone area. Unless you like it a lot more intense, then that's fine. You can build up the color, but I don't really want anything too intense considering that our eyes are really intense. So off camera, I just went ahead and applied some wing liner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. You don't have to apply wing liner for this look. I think it looks really good without it, but I just prefer wing liner. That's just me for my eye shape. I'm just going to be going in with these Ardell 105 lashes. They're just like simple, nothing too crazy. I want to go ahead and let the eyeshadow stand out, so I don't want the eyelashes to like overpower that. Now that I've applied the lashes, I'm going to go in with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And lastly, for lips, I'm going to apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Crush. I don't know if you can really tell, but I kind of zoomed you guys in so that you can see the way that the colors like blend in with each other. Some final thoughts on the palette. I really love it overall. I love the shades. I love the pigmentation. The blendability is great. Like I said, the only one complaint that I would have is that there's no cool tone shades, but honestly, I could look past that because I'm sure you have other palettes and I have other palettes that you can find a nice other brown that you can use. But if you're a beginner or if you just love makeup like I do, I would highly recommend buying this. I know that it is out of stock right now, but I know that they are restocking it very soon. I'm not too sure, so if you just follow Jaclyn or Morphe, I'm sure that they keep you like updated. But for sure in my next like talk through videos, I'll try to talk more, and I don't know, just like I want to get to know y'all and I want to let you guys get to know me, especially because I plan on doing this for a long time, so I want to build that connection. And yeah, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.